What's going on, everyone? My name is Robert Don't Care. My name is, and today I'm reviewing James Gunn's Superman movie. This marks the first DC movie under James Gunn's direction for the DCEU. This was also the ninth Superman theatrical movie, with the original four being from 1978 to 87 with Christopher Reeve. Then you have 2006 with Superman Returns, where we had Brandon Routh as Superman. Then Man of Steel 2013 with Henry Cavill, and now we have a new Superman with David Corenswet taking over. And I gotta tell you, I was a little nervous when James Gunn took over the DCEU and announced he was gonna restart the whole thing. But at the same time, I was relieved as well because the DCEU was not doing well. It was failing rapidly. They were having bomb after bomb after bomb, and they needed something to breathe some new life into this failing universe. And it seems like they got that with James Gunn, who has done great work with Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, yes, I know about the controversial stuff that he has said online. I know all about that. And I know a lot of fans were not happy that he didn't bring back Henry Cavill to be Superman again, and he basically pissed off a lot of Snyder fans as well. But I still wanted to focus on watching this movie because I love Superman. Superman is one of my favorite DC heroes. Him and Spider-Man as one of my favorite Marvel heroes. So I ignored the hatred. I focused on going to see the movie. And I gotta tell you, I thought he did a good job with this movie. But there were definitely a lot of problems. Mostly on the humor, and I'll get into that in a little bit. So the film basically shows Superman struggling to pretty much with this everything that has been going on in his life, from his early childhood to him becoming Superman, and him trying to do the right thing while dealing with the aftermath of his decision, like stopping a war between two nations. But he ended up getting in trouble with the government, with the people, and of course all of that is being manipulated by Lex Luthor, who's trying to use that to go after Superman and take down anybody associated with him. And I do like that as the plot, and I do like the fact that Luthor's motivation for all this has been that he hates Superman because he makes humanity feel inferior, or more specifically, makes him feel inferior. And that's always been Luthor's problem with Superman. He cannot accept the fact there is someone powerful out there, someone godlike, and he hates that and wants to prove Superman is not a god and wants to be the one to kill him. I do like that they use that for the plot. Now, what sucked about the film was that anytime we had a serious moment that needed to be played out, that needed to let it simmer to connect with the audience, like he did with, Rocket's story in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. He did a great job with that. There were jokes, but he still did a good job letting so dramatic moments play out. Here, he didn't do that. He ended up pulling an MCU and started ruining a lot of those moments with a joke. And it not only killed the momentum the movie was getting, but it also brought the mood down. And I'm like, why the hell did you do that? I was getting into the scene and then you ruined it with that. Now, I don't know if that was completely his decision to do that. Maybe Warner Brothers wanted things to be, a little bit more lighthearted, but yeah, wasn't happy with that. I wasn't happy with it at all. But thankfully, it didn't bring the whole movie down. Thankfully, you have some great actors to, help keep the movie going. You have David Corenswet as Superman, who I thought did a great job. I really enjoyed his performance playing this young Superman who's trying to do the right thing without thinking of the consequences till it happens afterwards. I love Rachel Von Son. Hopefully I said it right. I'm sorry if I didn't. As Lois Lane, who I thought not only shows she's not going to back down from telling the truth, but is also a great supporter of Superman and standing by his side, even sticking to her own morals, just like he does as well. I really like that. And the chemistry the two of them have was really played out. I thought, okay, that's why I like that. I really like that. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, I thought he did a good job in the beginning. And his motivation, like I said, that's what I like about Lex Luthor, is that he hates Superman for this very reason and wants to prove he's not as powerful as he thinks he is. But as time passes, he does get a little cartoony with his decisions, and I did not like that at all. But I looked past it because I thought, I mean, he's better than the last Luthor we got, and I'm like, at least he actually looks like a threat and acts like a threat. The rest of the cast, who played Mr. Terrific, you had Guy Gardner, Hawker, all did a great job. With Guy, in my opinion, being the most memorable character from the whole film, and making his group feel a lot more, better than the Justice Society we had from Black Adam. So I really liked the group. The special effects were fine, especially during the fight scenes where they were used well, and it did look a lot like something you would see from a Superman movie. But then there were times when it looked fake as hell and did look horrible. A good example I can use is when Luthor is walking into Superman's lair, and while his minions are fighting the robots, pieces are flying everywhere. There's robots exploding right near Luthor, but you don't see him wincing. You don't see him like reacting in any way. And I'm like, that doesn't make you look like a badass. It just looks there's nothing there. It looks terribly shot. I'm like, man, that looked bad. That really looked fake as hell. The CGI on Crypto looked fine, and yeah, I love dogs, so it won me over for your fake. It doesn't matter. Still, I wish the rest of the special effects were a little better. The music was really good, but the tone, like I said, for the film during serious moments were killed off thanks to throwing in bad jokes here and there, with one actually a few maybe surviving, but man, it's wish they didn't do that. All in all, Superman, this movie to me was a good movie. It's not going to be for everyone. It's more targeting the newer generation, which I can understand. Um, all the while, its tone is kind of all over the place. Really did not like that. But is it still worth the watch? Yeah, I still like this movie, and I'm definitely gonna want to watch it again. Especially with my loved ones, I'm definitely gonna try doing that. And I hope that this direction they go with, it keeps going, and I hope they make the money back, and I hope James learns from his mistakes too, so he can try not going down more of this road for the sake of the DCEU. Do better, dude. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You have a different opinion about this movie, or what you think of the past Superman movies and the past actors who played them, both television and movie, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit my subscribe button, check out my favorite page and my Twitter page, check out T3 Media's channel, subscribe to their channel, keep up to date with the videos, guys. And I'll see you next time to give you more love and more entertainment. Until then, take care, be safe, love y'all.